Jai Shri Mataji. Please put your phones into silent mode or switch off your mobiles. Let us take Bandhan. Let us take 3 Maha Mantras and Ganesh Mantra.
Shri Maha
Let us offer few bhajans on Sri Mataji's lotus feet.
भजे गणेशमीशनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयज्ञसूत्रकम् रत्नगात्रधूम्रनेत्रशुभ्रवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरत्नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम्। अग्निकोटि सूर्यज्योति वज्रकोटि निर्मलम् पाशपाणि चक्रपाणि मूषकादिरोहिणम् अग्निकोटि सूर्यज्योति वज्रकोटि निर्मलम् चित्रमाल भक्तिजाल बालचन्द्र शोभितम् कल्पवृक्ष भक्तरत्नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम्। हेमजासुतं भजे गणेशमीशनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयज्ञसूत्रकम् रत्नगात्रधूम्रनेत्रशुभ्रवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरत्नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम्। दिव्यवाहिनी कालजाललोकपालवन्दितम् भूतभाव्यहव्यकाव्यभृगुर्वागवर्जितम् दिव्यवाहिनी कालजाललोकपालवन्दितम् पूर्णब्रह्मसूर्यवर्णपुरुषं पुरातनम् कल्पवृक्षभक्तरत्नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम्। हेमजासुतं भजे गणेशमीशनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयज्ञसूत्रकम् रत्नगात्रधूम्रनेत्रशुभ्रवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरत्नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम्। सूर्य विश्वकर्म निर्मलम् विश्वकर्त विश्वकर्तयन्त्रतन्त्र विश्वहर्त विश्वकर्तयन्त्रतन्त्रपूजितं चतुर्मुखं चतुर्भुजं सेवितं चतुर्युगं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरक्ष्णमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम् भजे गणेशमीशनन्दनम् एकदन्तवक्रतुण्डनागयज्ञसूत्रकम् रक्तगात्रधूम्रनेत्रशुभ्रवस्त्रमण्डितं कल्पवृक्षभक्तरक्ष्णमोऽस्तु ते गजाननं नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननं नमोऽस्तु ते गजाननम् महामाया हमारी मंजिल तेरा द्वारा, हमारी मंजिल तेरा द्वारा, तेरा आश्रय सत्य सहारा, तेरा आश्रय सत्य सहारा, सत्य सहारा मैया तेरा एक द्वारा, सत्य सहारा मैया तेरा एक द्वारा। अब तू ही तू प्रतिपाली, जय शेरा वाली भवानी निर्मल माँ। महामाया महाकाली, जय शेरा वाली भवानी निर्मल माँ। निर्मल माँ, निर्मल माँ, निर्मल माँ, निर्मल माँ। महामाया महाकाली, जय शेरा वाली भवानी निर्मल माँ, भवानी निर्मल माँ, भवानी निर्मल माँ।
Let us all Sri Mataji's photograph. Please invite Sri Mataji in our heart. Now we clear left channel. Put our right hand on Mother Earth. Sri Mataji, please cleanse our left channel. Please remove all the obstacles from our left channel. Please balance our left channel. Put your left hand on lap, right hand to sky. Sri Mataji, please clear our right channel. Please remove all the badhas which are affecting to our right channel. Please purify our attention. Put both the hands on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please balance our Ida and Pingala Nadi. Please bless us with Sri Ganesha's qualities. Please put both the hands on lap. Right hand on our forehead. Shri Mataji, we forgive everyone. We forgive ourselves. Right hand on lap. Please put your attention on Sahasrara.
And when I came first to America, it was a surprise to me in so many ways that they came to my lectures, quite a lot of them, in every place I went to. But they did not understand what I was saying, what I was trying to communicate to them. And they did not like that I told them that they have to be careful about people who take money from them. There are no courses. I think there are these lectures somewhere with me, which I gave in those days. I didn't talk of negativity or anything, though I found the whole place was flooded with negative forces. All that was done in those days had an effect on the minds of the seekers. And that's how the seekers were lost. So many of them were lost. And again, what we find, that they are getting lost more and more. At this time, we cannot say in what area or what group or what part of the country will be able to work out better. But in any case, better in the West Coast, I think people are more reasonable about it. For you, it is a difficult task to talk about Sahaja Yoga. But I would say you should go all out, not to feel shy, not to make reservations about it. How they talk about their gurus all the time. You meet somebody in the plane sitting next to you, suddenly he starts talking about his guru. You are amazed when you don't know the person at all. He starts talking about his guru. So to open the topic, best is to wear something of my photograph or something, so that people ask, who is this person, to begin with. Or could be a badge if you can wear it, or if it is allowed to wear. Something like that if you wear and people ask you, you can talk. You can start talking. We have to talk. That's the only way we can spread Sahaja Yoga. Of course, you can have your programs, you can get people, you can give them realization, this, that. But to talk about it is important, because see, those people who have come much later than me, much later than me, to this country are so much well known everywhere, everybody knows about them. Now, of course, it is also true, the second point is that in Sahaja Yoga you have to become. You cannot just say that, all right, I have become a Sahaja Yogi. No, you cannot. Nor can you say, I am following Shri Mataji. That also cannot be said. Nor you can say that, all right, we have an organization or something like that, or I'm wearing this just because she's my guru. You can't say that. You have to become. You have to become a Sahaja Yogi. If you have to become a Sahaja Yogi, then it has to be worked out. And that takes time. To rise from Nirvichara to Nirvikalpa, it takes time. For some people it takes more time. For some people it takes less time. Depends on the preparation of a person. Also, I would say previous lives, good deeds, and these lives, understanding, so many things are there. So it takes time. But at least one can talk about it. So the atmosphere is created. You can talk to people, tell them that we have found the truth and it's very simple. You can't pay for it. It just works. It's spontaneous. It's a living process. It's an evolutionary process. You can talk like that. Not about me, but about Sahaja Yoga in an abstract manner. And it's such a wonderful thing. One should do it. All such talks are going to help us a lot. Though I would say those who listen to you may not get realization. But at least in the atmosphere it will be. And that is going to help us a lot. If it is in the atmosphere, people know that there's something like this coming up. For you people, of course, you have to work hard and you have to become Sajogis. Becoming is a little bit a difficult task sometimes because there's this great Mr. Ego or maybe certain conditionings that people can't give up, and that they find it difficult to get out. But if you know how to raise your Kundalini, she will manage it. She knows how to do it and she will give you that status. But first and foremost thing is to meditate and to raise your Kundalini. Meditation is the only way you can grow. There's no other way out. Because when you meditate, you are in silence. You are in thoughtless awareness. Then the growth of awareness takes place. Then it opens out. But if you are thinking, supposing there's a lake and the lake is completely in a turmoil, nothing can grow. But supposing it is silent, then lotuses can grow, anything can grow in it. In the same way, if your mind is agitated and your growth is not yet fully expressing itself, then it's such a vicious circle that you are agitated and your growth is hindered. Again you are agitated, your growth is hindered. So the best way is to take to meditation. When you take to meditation, this turmoil will settle down. And when it will settle down, your growth will take place. After meditation, you will feel definitely that you have come out very well, you have grown very well. But for that, one has to be very honest. You cannot force people to be honest. That's one thing you can't do. You have to be honest to yourself. You are not to be hypocrite. You have to see for yourself that whatever you are doing is for your benevolence, is for your good, and that you have to do it because it is good for you to begin with. And then for the good of the humanity. You are doing for the good of the humanity. Now, some people who come for the first time will have lots of doubts because of ego. They have lots of doubts because of ego. How can that be? How can this be? All kinds of things they ask. Now, you have to say that first of all, you develop your insight. You develop your enlightenment. Your light is not sufficient. In the light only there are no doubts. Supposing in darkness you think that this table has no cover. It's all right. You can think whatever you like. But when there is light, you see for yourself there is a beautiful cover on top of this table. In the same way, it happens to us that we have to achieve a state. And once we achieve that state, then there's no question, there's no doubt, there's nothing, and you become so empowered. It is such a simultaneous thing. It works as soon as you achieve something, it works. When it works, then you are convinced. I'd say it's a very beautiful new chain starts within yourself, and then you really start enjoying your joy of yourself. But that portion for anyone is little risky. For anyone. If you have crossed that, then you are above it. But if you are still little bit in between, be careful. You can be deluded. You can be quite deceived about it, because we have all kinds of people in Sahaja Yoga. The door is open to everyone. We get many negative people also. They are still lingering on the periphery. And you are also on the periphery, then you meet those people. And you think, how can that be? This person was so bad. He says he's a Sahaja Yogi, but he was like this, like this, like this. That shows one thing for definite, that if you see somebody of that kind, of that mentality, which is not Sahaja, if you see someone who is not up to the mark and who behaves in a very mundane manner, or maybe in a very ridiculous manner, know that that person is not a Sahaja Yogi. But you have to be a Sahaja Yogi. Don't judge Sahaja Yoga by other people. You judge it by your own ascent and by your own enlightenment. If you are not enlightened, you cannot see anything. even if you are slightly enlightened and not enlightened fully, then you see other people. Don't see other people, see yourself. Seeing yourself, you will become more aware and more conscious. And once this awareness grows, you start seeing the truth as it exists. So for Sahaja Yogis it is important, first of all, to wash themselves. Now we discovered that, you see, in the groups, and when we form a collective, and when we start living together, see, some of the old style things still linger on. A common thing is a gossip. Christ has called them, beware of the murmuring souls. We knew that these will be coming back on the stage again when I will be here to tell you about Sahaja Yoga. So he already told that beware of the murmuring souls. And these murmuring souls, first of all, their attention is not all right. Their attention is here and they're trying to find out something. And then they start talking about things. Then they start creating problems. And they are somehow like to destroy your realization. They want that you should not achieve what you are achieving because they cannot achieve it. So then they say that somehow you should be destroyed. So they talk to you in a manner that you start doubting yourself. You start doubting Sahaja Yoga. Or else they start talking about others and try to create a problem for you. For that, I would say that nobody should talk to anyone about others. It's one of the tricks they can play. As we have in Ramayana, there was a maid servant called Manthara. That's why it said in Indian language that don't talk to people who are lower in levels. I don't mean lower in the way that people understand, but lower in levels as far as the spirituality is concerned. So this lady went and told the stepmother of Sri Rama, who loved Rama very much, that see now, when Rama becomes the king, your son will have no place and all those things. And she convinced her. By that the whole Ramayana was created and Rama had to go to the jungle. So all such people start talking. They talk in such a manner that you feel that, oh, that we are very important and the lady or the gentleman is taking so much interest in us and telling us this. And then this negative force starts forming a group among yourselves. And when such a group is formed, that group becomes anti-God, anti-Sahaja Yoga. And then it is a very big problem because the undercurrents start and they try to, if you have to say anything, go and tell the leader, but not me. I'm not interested. You be interested in your ascent. If you are not interested in your ascent, then what you will do, you will watch other people. You look at others, you see how they are, not yourself. Now, it is for your gain you have come to Sahaja Yoga, not for anybody else's gain. First of all, your gain. And once you gain something, then you can only help others to do something about it. So, it is important to understand the first rule of Sahaja Yoga is that you look at yourself. How are you? Are you really progressing? Or you are worried about other things like your business, this, that. Or you are worried about your ascent. What are you worried about? Are you worried about your ascent? If you are worried about your ascent, what are you doing about it? That has to be the main object of life. The rest of the things follow it. Once you ascend, the whole cosmos can look after your problems. But you must ascend into the kingdom of God. That's the main point is. So, first of all, you have to ascertain about yourself. Am I ascending? Am I transforming? Am I giving up all my bad habits? Am I getting rid of my temper? Am I getting peaceful? Am I now sweet? Or am I now still the same horrible criticizer of others? Just put your attention to yourself and see for yourself. It's like a mirror. You start seeing yourself in the mirror, what's wrong with you, and then you try to correct it. Now, second point is that you must see your vibrations, what centers you are catching, yourself. For that, you have to give yourself a bandhan. You give yourself a bandhan and see for yourself what's wrong with you. When you give yourself a bandhan, you will know about your chakras. And you'll be amazed. I have known some people who found out they had cancer. Through centers, they could say, Mother, we must be having cancer. And then it was discovered in time, and we could manage it very well. Because they themselves found it. And then they asked me what to do, and I told them, and they got cured. When they went to the doctors, they said they had cancer. And once they cured themselves, they were all right. So that is how first pay attention to yourself. If you might be having a very bad Agya Chakra, then you should find out, have you got Agya Chakra? This is ego. Then there's a very good remedy in Sahaja Yoga, which may look ridiculous, but it's very good remedy, is to beat yourself with shoes, as they know is the beating with the shoes is called as a shoe treatment. Now, then you have to go further. See, you find yourself that your right side is hot. What you do is to put your right side towards the photograph and left side up towards the ether. The ether takes away the heat. But what actually happens is that your right side gets the vibration and the heat is pushed towards your left and passes out into the ether. Now this heat comes from too much futuristic living. Those people who are too much futuristic, they have too much heat. And too much heat has to go away. And when this heat starts going away, then you are amazed how it works. For that, there are various things we have to use, but mainly for right-sided people, they should not use any light at all. They should not sit in the sun. They should sit in the moonlight. They should read some poetry. They should not tie up watches. They should not look at time. They should allow the time to pass, and they should just become very sort of emotional people. They should sing songs of bhakti. They should not do Hatha Yoga. There's so many things they should not do if they are right-sided. You'll be surprised how people have been helped through this kind of a treatment which treats one side of your being. The left-hand side people are the people, as you know, are the ones who are docile, who bear up lots of things from others and cry and weep and all the time, are on the loser's end. Such people have problems also because all their organs are lethargic and they have problems of a lethargic heart, lethargic liver, lethargic intestines. Everything becomes very lethargic. All these left side things can be cured. Plus they might have some sort of a badha in them, in the sense they are possessed by someone. Of course, some of them are possessed by right side also. Not that only the left side is possessed, but from the right side also they are possessed. And left-sided possessions are of a peculiar type because they give you pain in the body. You get pains in the body. A right-sided person doesn't get any pain himself. He gives pain to others. He's very sarcastic, he's very aggressive. He troubles others. But the left-sided people have pains themselves. They get pain here and a pain there and pain here. So left side is to be cleared, as you know very well, through the light. Light is put before the photograph, left hand towards the photograph, right hand on the Mother Earth. So the left hand gets the light and the light passes through, and the negativity of the left side passes through the right hand, and the right hand is on the Mother Earth. The Mother Earth is the one who sucks in all these negative forces of the left hand side. So these are the two sides which we clear. But once you have cleared these two sides, then you can use the photograph. Sit with your both the hands towards the photograph and put both the feet in the water, little bit of salt in it, and about 5-10 minutes you must allow vibrations to clear you out. Then wipe your feet, put the water properly into some disposal, and then sit down for meditation. If you can do that every day, even 10 minutes is more than sufficient. Don't have to do anything in an extreme manner. In the morning time, you have to give yourself a bandhan when you are going out. Don't go out without giving a bandhan. And attention should be all the time inside, in the sense that you're walking on the road, people have habit of seeing this, seeing that, seeing like that. The attention gets frittered away. What you should do is to see about 3 feet or 4 feet at the most from the ground, and not above, because you can see all the beautiful children, flowers, everything. There's nothing very beautiful about that. So better is to see only up 3-4 feet, if possible, to fix your attention, so the attention becomes concentrated and you feel very relaxed and relieved of too much of wobbling of your eyes. Eyes are very important, and as you will notice, because you are all realized souls, that your eyes now have got a glint, a kind of a light in the eye. And that light shows that you are realized souls. But to keep it up, you have to look at things which are not anti-God, which are not dirty, which are not filthy, which are against Sahaj religion, which is against Sahaj culture. If you can manage that, it is going to help you a lot. Now one has to understand that now we have come out of all man-made things, like man-made countries. We don't belong to America or to England or to India. We belong to the kingdom of God. In the universal country we have come. Now we have become universal beings. As we have become universal beings, we don't even have all these dividing factors which divides human being as a race or any higher, lower caste. This is no more there. Moreover, now we have given up all man-made religions. We have entered into the religion what we call as the universal religion, the universal pure religion, and we should benefit that somehow or other we have managed to be there, to be in that universal pure religion. So, what is the content of this pure religion? We should know. What is this pure religion, universal pure religion has given us? First of all, it has given us self-realization. As a result of that, it has given us collective consciousness. It has given us powers to raise the kundalini of others. It has given us the source of compassion and love that acts, that works, and an attention which is effective. So many things it has given us. So it's not that when we follow that religion, we are like any other people who follow any religion, but we have certain powers. So these powers increase when we humble down. They do not increase with arrogance. With arrogance, one can only become stupid. That's the only end of arrogance and ego. So with this humility, one should know that now you belong to Sahaj culture, and Sahaj culture is that of humility. If you are not humble, then you have not yet achieved your Sahaj Yoga. While talking to others, I know there are people who are horrid, who are no good, who look to be absolutely satanic, but there's no need to be angry with them or to shout at them. I know how to do it, how to look after that side. You don't have to bother. You keep your poise, you keep your balance, and you keep your smile, and just manage the show. Don't get involved into another person. Don't get involved into discussions and arguments, but just your silence can also improve all that. Now, as you grow up, then you will develop the discretion and proper idea how to react, how to work it out. But you have to allow that growth to manifest. By that, you can raise the kundalini of many. I always say those who have raised the kundalini of 100 people are to be given certificate that they are Sahaja-yogis. At least 100. That's in India. But here I would say, if you have given realization to 10 people, they're very difficult people, first of all. 1 is equal to 100. So let us keep it 10 people. If you have given realization to 10 people, at least then we can say that you are a surgeon. And as you go on giving realization, you will enjoy that. Enjoy it. And then you will have more powers and more powers and more understanding. So best thing is that you should try to put your attention within yourself to see for yourself how far you have come through your vibrations. Know yourself, what is required in you. First and foremost thing, the light has to be clean. Then see how far you can reach your light, how far you can increase your dimension, how far you can go with others. I hope this small little explanation about your meditation and your method of rising and ascending will help you to grow further. But I don't mind if you have any questions, I would like to answer them. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। Let us all bow down and rise for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन
जय श्री माता जी।
Shri Mataji, we are surrendering this fruitful of meditation in your lotus feet. Please forgive us if we have committed any mistake during this meditation. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Anybody who has come for the first time and who are coming from last 2-3 weeks, they can come forward. We'll help them out. कोई पहली बार आए हैं या 2-3 हफ्ते से आ रहे हैं, आगे आ जाइए. We'll help them out. So I request people to help them. And next week morning 10:30, that is on 9th, we'll be having Easter Puja. So I request all of you to please assemble around 10 o'clock and settle down. Jai Shri Mataji.